Hey everybody, how's things going today? Well, it's Monday, April 22nd, and it's cool today. So Saturday it rained, and I didn't get a whole lot done, and yesterday I worked. So I just got home from work, and I'm going to take some tires down to the garage and get some new summer tires put on my car, because my winter tires are terrible, and my summer tires were just as bad last fall when I took it off. So it's time for new tires. So tires are going to be put on. Anyway, so what I want to talk about today is, in my last video I talked about the skid steer. Well, as much as I'd like to have a skid steer, the price of it's just not feasible. And my lease on my little tractor's come up to due, so I decided to put the tractor for sale and see if I got any bites. And I had a little bit of interest. I had one guy come and look at it, and he thought it should have been brand new, no paint scuffs or anything like that. But it was 5 years old and had 1,100 hours, not quite, 1,075 hours on it, and I use my tractor. It's not something that lives in the garage, and in 5 years I put a lot of hours on it, and I use it, and that's what I bought it for. Anyway, I had another gentleman show up on Friday, just before lunch, and he liked it very much, and I delivered it Friday afternoon. So I sold my little tractor, and I've got a stump grinding job I was supposed to do Friday afternoon, so that kind of messed me up a little bit there. But lo and behold, on the way home, after I dropped the tractor off, because I've already made up my mind that I was just going to go to a bigger tractor, I picked up a new one. And again, it's a lease, and I chose an L3560. I'll do a walk around. She's all shiny and new. Now, between this and the b2650, it is a significant bigger tractor, and I haven't done much with it yet. Played with it a little bit in the yard here, but that's about all. And it rained on Saturday, so I didn't get anything done. But driving it, I can feel the difference in the size of it. So at this moment, it's got two rear remotes. The Grand L comes with two rear remotes, but I'm going to get a third one added so I can run my grader. And I got the tow bar this morning. They forgot to give it to me. And yeah, so I don't know if it'll fit in my garage anymore, but that's not a big deal because my tractor doesn't live in the garage. Let's step up in here. I'm gonna show you the cab here. So it's, like I say, it's significantly bigger than the B series, and I've got some plans for it. There's a few things that I noticed right off. Is I like where, let's close the door. So there's a few things I noticed right off that I like about it very much, and it's where the rear remotes are. The rear remotes on the b2650 were down below here. They weren't in a very good operational area, so they were kind of a nuisance. I didn't use it very much. The only reason I used the rear remotes on the other tractor was for my top link. So this will be where the third lever will go for the other option, so that will be good. Here is your throttle. And another option, reason why I like this tractor and I stepped up, it has the auto advance throttle. So maybe it'll be easier on fuel. The only negative side is it does have a regen cycle in it with a DPF filter or the filter. So hopefully we don't have a lot of issue with that. But anyway, the cab is much more roomy, so doing work on the trail will certainly add to that. I will be taking it back and getting this extra remote put on, and they will be adding the third function on the front. So I wanted the tractor, and I could have waited, but I should have waited, but I didn't anyway. So we will get that back there, and we will get that stuff put on at a later date. So I haven't played with it a whole lot. At this moment, I'm going to start her up, and we're going to go get a couple tires, and we're going to take the tires to the tire guy and drop them off. So there's lots of videos on the L series tractors. I'm not going to go over a lot of the functions because I don't know a whole lot of the functions yet. But I do have to say there's a few things I like about it. And I don't know if you can notice it right off, but it is a heck of a lot quieter than the B tractor. I can hear the engine running, but I don't have that whine that was in the cab of the B tractor, so thank goodness for that. Now, I haven't had a whole lot of time to do a lot of thinking about it, but I want to put a radio in it, and not as much the radio as I'm going to put a din-din radio in, which has a rear view camera, so I can watch the radio screen for a rear view camera plus my mirrors. So that's going to be an add-on. And I also have a CB type radio that I use in my buggy that I'm going to install in it, which will work with some handheld walkie-talkies, and then Neil can communicate with me when I'm on the trail. So that is going to be good as well. So the foot feed on this is a little different than the other tractor, so it's going to take me a bit to get used to how to operate that. It does have the same style emergency brake, and it has a light that shows you the park brake is on. That was a pain on the other tractor because someone would put the brake on and then I wouldn't notice that it was on, and then you're driving around with the brake on. So far I'm really liking it. It's big, and I like the fact that the switches for the lights and wipers, the rear defrost, the front and back lights are here. It's got a different type of switch for your signal lights and your headlights. It does have a cruise control. We're going to give that a try here. There's two sets of headlights on the front of the tractor, and this is your van throttle on off. So if I hit that, it'll go off. Hit that, it'll go on. And this is your display mode. So yeah, so I opted to buy a new tractor, and I moved up in size, and I think it will do the work that I need to do, and I'm pretty excited about it. So keep on watching. My first job will be doing some stumps. I have those 21 stumps to do, so that's going to be probably tomorrow's job. I will put the stump grinder on later today and make sure everything fits properly, but our first job will be 21 stumps. So yeah, didn't realize it, but the rail bed fix that I did on the last video was the last job that I did with the b2650. That tractor was a nice little tractor. It has no computer, it has no DEF or regen system in it, so for a homesteader with 5 acres, like I was working with it at first, It's an awesome little tractor, and I was very pleased with it. So yeah, so here we are in a brand new tractor, and we're going to have lots of videos coming up with this. I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to leave some links to some other videos, and until the next adventure, stay safe and enjoy yourselves. Later.